site because it's very destabilizing and creates like a lot of threat to the CTs, but you don't have to commit to the site up the ramp with the rest of your team necessarily. Just give them something to worry about. You see NIP playing pretty aggressive around the stairs here on B. They've got that deep smoke to help them prevent the T's from getting any fast position. And this creates a lot of problems for the T side in terms of opening up with B map control. And re-smoke there as well.
Ooh, there's a bit of a gap through the smoke. Styko trying to find an opening here, and he does. That is a nice find for him in this round here. The utility is already whittled down on the Godsent side. They don't have too much to work with, but they should have the smokes necessary to get onto either bomb site. Now Twist still trying to hold down this mid position, but that's an excellent flash to push him off of the angle. Now scaling forward is the Godsent side, and Zane will take him down. But Hampus, he's still actually at this mid position. He's getting some good info because of it. Should actually have been able to hear maybe one of those rotations out. And now it looks like Godsent, they're priming up for a B hit.
There goes the nades.
It's probably going to use a defensive smoke on site.
Crystal's ready for this. Oh my god. That is just taking the piss, isn't it? Look at Crystal go so deep. Able to just easily get a frag, but Red answers back very nicely. Putting it back to a 2v2 though. Barely able to trade that one. Styko stays alive with 4 HP. And it's up to Nork now. With that AWP in hand, this is a tall order with these positions to worry about.
That looked like NIP expected them to do that on that kind of a buy round, right? So if Godsent knows the other team's on a low buy, they like to do this fast mid control. So it looked like they prepped for that.
Well, Crystal trying to contest the ramp here. Hampus, you absolute troll. You absolute troll, Hampus. There's no way he's actually playing with this. Come on.
No, of course
Come
not,
on!
Of course not.
How does he do that? Does he come into the game with that and then change it?
Yep.
I bet he's got a script so that he just presses a button
So
for the trolls. I love it. Hampus. Let's go. She gets a headshot with it as well. It's just a pro match, just, you know, extremely important match for, you know, the major ranking points. You know.
He's done hiding his crosshair. You know, this is if he wants to win, that's what he uses.
He's powered up. Massive, monstrous,
Behind the quality of
giant
life for
purple
the next
crosser.
3 years.
He obviously lifts really heavy things because how big that crosshair is.
Godsent are trying to work their way into that site. Don't really have any utility remaining now. They've exhausted everything. That's a miss right there from Nork. That's going to allow the bomb plant. Had he picked up that frag, the bomb's not going down. That's a huge kill, or rather lack of a kill for Godsent to allow them a way to win this round, a way back into this round. As it is now Plopsky, Nork, and Twist looking to try to reclaim this bomb site, get that defused, but that ramp is under control from Styko and Zen right now. So looking for those shots. The smoke does come down and that pressure is in. The knife starts slashing away there for Zen. Styko's also close there, spraying away. You can see that Zen's not spraying whilst his teammates are unloading all the bullets. Styko through the smoke. Did he realize? Out comes the life. Can he not in time? No, not in time.
Testing mentally game here, moving forward.
A mental test.
Double up for NIP. This map is actually kind of difficult to double up. Well, actually, no. It's easy to hold the site, but it's ridiculously hard to retake sites with it. So, Plopsky gets taken out, spammed by Styko.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a perfect jiggle at mid.
Little B default action going on here, and Styko's creeping up.
All the pressure this applies forces Nork to kind of replace that position that was lost from that kill from Styko. It's going over the top, flashback, caught out in the open. Wasn't expecting an execute to come through that timing, and he would get fully exposed. And there's a lot of money in the hands of the remaining NIP players, and they don't have anything in the bank, so this is a save. This is, yeah, 100% a save. Well played by Godsent. You're kind of mixing things up. That they had been pressuring a lot in the first five rounds, I'd say. And they played that slower default, and Styko, credit to him to get that initial lurk kill, and then knowing how far to push up before getting support from his teammates.
Yeah, that flash enabled him beautifully to get onto the bomb site, taking out Knock. And Godsent, it feels like some of these rounds have escaped them, but not because of their game plan. It's mostly some later round decisions, with the exception of the anti-eco, which may have been...
Back now.
He's back. I think he lagged out.
His connection.
Aha.
His face was frozen on the TV. Thought he was just in shock, but...
Alright. Last round of the half. Godsent with an excellent buy for themselves here. A lot of utility to work with. And the double op save from the previous round from NIP has to do work. Because there's a Deagle on Hampus and an MP9 on Twist. Both of those guns quite lethal in their own right. But it'll really be up to these ops to find some opening picks, because retaking either bomb site with those in hand will be such a tall order for this NIP side. And it looks like we might just see the full eggs that come out from Godsent here. They are all positioned at this ramp right now. See what they have in store for us and how NIP would like to counter.
That was an interesting Molotov by Godsent. Thrown at your own teammate's feet, why not?
This flash forwards, looking for the frag. Oh, Styko barely finds the bullets to take down Hampus before going down himself. He's so weak. But what a critical kill to find. Twist on that flank, looking to get, well, make something happen. So be really careful with how you make those plays. And Plopsky with the double.
Teamwork, it's like they're always wanting to work with each other. And it just pops out a bit more with this team than most other teams. Like, I want to be with you. It's like, Pete.
Oh, wow. Oh, Twist, the butcher. Just spreading that meat all over the place. Oh, Styko doing one better maybe with that double off the USP, and that's a heroic play. Crystal finds the back of Nork, and that leaves just one left standing. Plopsky, he's good for the task as he finishes off Crystal. Makes it look easy, doesn't break a sweat, full HP, and NIP win that critical pistol.
Such a crazy double entry from Twist there at mid. He was just rapid firing that Glock, making it look like a submachine gun, and connects so well. That was not the start that Godsent wanted, but they'll force back into this round. 4 Deagles and a scout on Farlig. We'll see if Farlig is able to tag some of these NIP players down and enable the rest of his team, but as soon as I say that, Zane taken down by Plopsky very quickly. That is a huge opening.
Do you guys... Actually, I have to hold the thought for a second. See if there is something that Godsent can actually find here. That's a beautiful deagle shot, so there you go. That's the start of something. Is that gun recoverable? Might try to press for it. Really wants it, but it is being protected. Good flashbang, and that's certainly going to be, well, actually maybe not recoverable, because NIP is certainly turning their attention to this. They don't want to allow Godsent to get these guns, but it's a 3v3 right now, and Styko is lurking still at the top of those stairs. Not trying to find...
You know?
A stat to note is that NIP's CT side on this map is roughly 10% better than their T side. They actually have a fairly weak T side and a pretty alright CT, so this could happen.
Both well.
Yeah.
For Godsent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. That
It's like, what?
Kind of sucks, doesn't
I
it?
smoked him, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
How'd you see me? Online.
I don't know if online netcode allows you to see
so tired
people.
of hearing that.
It helps.
Is that how you play online, Eric?
I don't hit people like that through smokes. I'm usually one getting shot at through smokes, you know? Just kidding, I do both. It's like 50-50.
I thought you were about to pose yourself as a martyr, and I was about to bring that down real.
See,
Is a hard.
Smaller.
It's hard to.
Smaller.
Yeah, smaller.
there we go.
Yes.
Snailing.
Why was that so hard?
Snailing.
Gap gets smaller. Closer. What am I doing?
Well, nice nade there from Styko to tag Hampus down. Oh, he might have an opportunity to find a kill here. He's able to play around the smoke well enough. Seems like he has some inkling of a feeling that there has been a player that has made it into yellow. Oh, he does. All right, turning around. Styko. Oh, and a kill through the smoke on top of that. Nice opening here for Godsent. They really are making this happen.
Indeed, it's definitely happening. It's happening really hard right now. The hard 10,
Hard
as Eric
time.
would say. It's really happening. Godsent in a great position. They can just play extremely passively from this point forwards. They've already got a significant man advantage. They've got the utility advantage. It's really just a case of NIP forcing the issue and Godsent responding with superior numbers. And in goes Rez looking for that entry. That's a stunning entry. My God, Rez is so good, but it just won't be enough, I don't think, here. Popsky's struggling to try to find something
At the moment, and maybe just try to overwhelm a site with 4 or 5 people just to get some kills, to get the Godsent a little more uncomfortable.
That's close. That's close, and the nade damage is good. Farlick holds on. Money is just that really devastated their money.
Yeah, they were really healthy before that. Maybe put the fear of God in them, dare I say.
Or Satan, depends on who you believe in.
If NIP win this gun round, they can, because of that, Plopsky rounds, they effectively put Godsent on a bad buy / a save round, a half buy. If NIP are to win this round, so Plopsky's just set NIP up to take control of the game with those deagle kills. So those are incredibly important. But NIP have to finish off the job and find a way to open up this round with advantage. That's a great AG. That's just stunning stuff there from Godsent, finding that damage.
Yeah, this is a different look for NIP, and it's not working out for them just yet. Styko takes down Knock, and that tag player earlier in Hampus is still around, but as soon as I say that, Styko finds him. Looks like it'll be a full B exec coming out from NIP with the remaining 3 players, but a great crossfire here between Crystal and company will leave just Plopsky and Twist. There is no ground for them to work with right now. Flash forward actually enables Styko. Man, Crystal is on point with these support flashes for Styko. That little 2-man game between them has been excellent thus far.
It really has. I've been really enjoying just like the confidence that they have in each other. It's a good kill from Twist.
Counterpoint that too hard, James. I think in the when this iteration of Vertigo first came out, it was actually pretty heavily T-sided, and then within a month, it just swung to CT side. I don't know what was discovered in particular that made that happen, but it's become surprisingly CT sided. I thought the opening of the mid window would have kept it T-sided, but somehow CTs have figured it out in a big way.
Well, NIP are in a weird predicament here. They have 1 smoke left at this point. That's not really enough. So that's going to necessitate some perhaps over-performances from the individuals to try to make up for or mitigate that lack of utility. And given that there's so much counter-utility from Godsent, if Godsent are able to really just play tight on these defensive setups and just use their utility, they should be able to have the advantages to get the kills. And they have enough players here as well to respond to this push, so this is, I can't really set it up any other way. Godsent are pretty favored in this one. There's a trade there. And Godsent must be careful, but Styko's really happy to take these duels. He will pick up 1. Oh, that's another great shot there from Styko. Oh my God, Styko is just absolutely on fire here. Oh, exactly. I think that was actually like something like the title of the first one I did with him, actually. It's definitely a journey that I think people can learn a lot from. Much faster opening from NIP here, and challenging the initial B defense. It does actually take Crystal out of the picture, and as you had rightly pointed out, this will be key. Oh, that was nearly 2 for Madden. Maiden will fall though just after 1, so a good advantage going into the mid round here for NIP. A much needed frag there. They're catching a lurk from Nork in mid. Now Styko goes aggressive. He knows he's got to get some information here, and he might just catch Rez out of position. Oh, sorry, it's Twist. In fact, Rez is on the B side of the map. What a great response from Godsent. They were actually behind, but they made these really heads-up forward plays to adjust immediately.
Yeah, you can see how much Godsent has fleshed out their game on this map. Having those kinds of responses is huge, something that usually takes much experience, but they have shown great resolve in this round. Can they close it out is the question. Rez doesn't want to let that happen. He's in a 1v2 situation, and Godsent are respecting him. They're giving him this space right now. He could go for a bomb plan at the very least. Looks like he'll just throw that Molotov to ensure that he has a little bit more space and time but he's worried about that smoke grenade on the bomb site. He's not sure if actually anyone is positioned in it, and oh, he tries to go for the tap with the molly still up, and
they're 13-11. How many rounds in a row have they won? They have not looked back since, I think they've won at least, I want to say 5 or 6 rounds in a row, something like that.
they've only dropped 1 on this entire half. That is really impressive stuff from them.
Especially considering how badly the first half went for them, how much more they could have gotten from it. And how well NIP are actually playing in many respects too. So we really have a match on our hands. Finally will be spotted in terms of at least they hear the audibles of the scoping. And Farley doesn't take any damage really. Gets to fall back in time, but his presence, the threat is greater than the action and all that. They will be wary of an AWP now in some of these positions, especially sidewalk.
Look at that smoke. Look at this play from Godsent. This is so cool. The way they smoke the top of the sandbags, enabling Styko with a flashbang as well. This is so nice from Godsent.
Like that enables the lurk, because although it didn't work out, lurks work when the team that the lurk is facing against has less players than is necessary to really do all the jobs they need to do. So you've got to get action like that. So it's definitely bodes well. Although it didn't work out here, NIP do close the distance. 12-13 as they take down Crystal, who has been extremely important in his support. And it's going to be tough to hold this B site right now. They are just walking in, edging their way forward. Farley with the QQ, and oh no, that little tick. That little tick is going to cost him his life.
Yeah, it looks like it'll cost Godsent the round. It doesn't look like they're in position to retake this. I'd be surprised if they do attempt it. Their money is not looking too hot. Definitely should be a save call coming out from them. It looks like that is what they opt for. Man, that little timing from Farlig.
Yeah.
The quick switch really came back to bite him there.
It's so heartbreaking when you see stuff like that happen, because it feels so unnecessary for players to ever be doing that, but it is like this psychological kind of tick that some players have. And you know, for whatever reason, it's just like one of those things that kind of refreshes your focus a little bit for certain people. I don't really have an experience with that problem in particular. I think I did it like at Source or something like that. Like, I remember like doing that.
Just pulling out that M4, it's
Nice. Gratifying.
Yeah.
Mid-aggression from Godsent. So they are mixing things up a little bit. How far will they take this? Man, this is neck and neck at this point. It really looked like Godsent were going to run away with it. Very quiet on the map. Tentative approach from both teams. The initial Molotov to be really the only sound for quite some time. Now the pressure onto the A-Rap will come into play as NIP make it known that they are taking over that position. And here is a continuation of whatever what we were looking at in that early round situation with the mid play. So the flank begins for Godsent as NIP move forwards.
Oh, this lurk from Plopsky should get shut down. There's a crossfire on this B bomb site, unless he hits a crazy timing here. And that could open up the round, though. Okay, at this point, he is able to find Crystal. That player at quad. Oh, what? Plopsky takes out both on the bomb site. And NIP now have a new in on the round, but there on the flank is Modern. He's able to find one in return. But still, NIP have full control of this area, and Plopsky's just doing it all by himself. This was an excellent lurk from him. NIP will bring the bomb towards A. They have Styko to deal with. He's able
as well. Like Maiden had the bomb was rotating to the B bomb site, and if for whatever reason it was the first player Maiden maybe could find a way to win that round for his team. But now NIP are in a map winning position. They should be able to capitalize against the Styko unless something untoward happens, and then they're going to be on 15 rounds, and Godsent will have to really fight tooth and nail to bring this one back. It would require an overtime, of course, at that point. Which I think an overtime would be obviously... I think it would be quite favorable for them in some respects, but we'll talk about that if we actually get there or not. NIP are trying not to put any foot wrong in a round like this, you cannot afford to lose against pistols. You've worked hard to have an advantage. You've worked hard to be up against you know, a round like this, and you've just broken their economy. So now it's time to convert.
Yeah, and there's no more utility on the Godsent side. It'll be up to the pistols of these players. Zane is quick on the flank. This may play an important role in this round, but Twist will start things off with a pick on the bomb site. Zen on the flank is able to take down Hampus. So the numbers are being thinned by NIP, and there's only 25 seconds that remain, but looks like they're still doing a great.
They should do.
Okay, let's see if James' prediction
Middle controller
comes
of
true.
the... Just trying to repeat it. So
Doesn't look like it. They're going for. Oh,
there's a lot of smoke plays going on the map at the moment.
Well, Maiden's actually found a way around this smoke. This could be round changing. They will not anticipate this.
wow, this is huge.
Oh no, but he needs time to work with. They have to hold on to the B site for at least a few more seconds. Otherwise, Maiden's not going to really have much to do here. They have to hold on. They just need to hold on. Styko there with the AWP could be that force that they need. There we go. There is the flank. He gets two, and now it's just one. It's Hampus. He's left alive. There's lots of time on the clock for him to work with as he tries to figure out the best way to play this 1v2. He's able to just reset the situation, swaps out for the AK. He can represent that in this time he has, that he can walk all the way back to the other side. But he's going to walk straight through onto the cross.
And we'll see. In OT, you never know what you're going to get. Is it the prep work, or is it the individuals popping off? Because that's what it seems like it's a battle of right now. Good nades down onto Rez already, tagging him low. And this A ramp control seems to be going in favor of Godsent. So much damage being inflicted already. And now there's a lot of utility. This is not a look that Godsent has had for quite a while now, where every player has great guns and great utility. And it'll pay off. Zen is able to take down Rez. That early damage being huge in regards to his success. And Crystal's there to cover the fallback as well. This is great team play from Godsent.
The one thing we have to remember as well is that the first half from them, when they were on the T side, we actually felt like they should have had a better half, but there was a few close clutch situations that went NIP's way and a lost anti-eco, these kinds of things. I felt like we would normally see more rounds from them. So there's a lot of... The fact that NIP did not close that out in regulation, I think certainly does not bode well for them. Not to say that in any sense that they are, you know, to count them out, but I definitely feel like Godsent is an intimidating presence in this overtime for NIP to deal with. And speaking of which, NIP are going to be creeping onto this A bomb site, but it is going to be difficult here. Styko, the one, the only, able to take down Hampus. And now there's really nothing left for NIP.
Does NIP have to slow it down? Do they have to do more of a defaulty kind of setup? Because it just seems like Godsent is getting way too much info, and they're just playing accordingly with all that info that they get.
I think it comes down to having like a plan. Like whoever it is, you should always have a plan where you're going to stimulate action, so you can kind of predict how they're going to respond to your stimulated action. And I think that Godsent has a little bit more of that, whereas NIP are playing on the heels.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So just over a minute left, and I guess we'll have to give up his forward position. Styko, as ever, is fragging out towards that A side, takes down Hampus, who's lurking and looking to apply pressure at A. So that proactiveness from Styko is going to allow Godsent to more quickly understand what's happening as the lurk play has been destroyed. And NIP's cards have been revealed. They are going for that B play, and oh,
Wow.
oh, Nate! There we go. Nog will finally pick up a frag out of that utility, and the frags keep raining in here for NIP. Zen, Styko, Rez, everybody lighting it up on the scoreboard, but it's going to be made in matchups like this.
Getting that first kill or an equalizing kill in a gun round is massive.
NIP must be sweating at this point. They have to win 3 in a row, simply to force a second overtime. Godsent, any one round is all they need to move to the next map with a victory here on Vertigo. Maiden. he's so good, isn't he? He's actually so mad. Like, in this game, he's pulled out some really awesome maneuvers that have been very annoying for NIP, and that's just one more to add to the list. Oh, who just moved down the scaffolding? Who's the
Hampus?
sneaky? Hampus, you sneaky boy.
Wow. That is crazy timing.
Did he communicate that Modern went past?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. This is a problem for both teams right now. But I don't know who it's more problematic for. I guess time's gonna tell. Oh, Hampus. Oh, what? Oh. Farlig, please. And also, Maiden goes down, so never mind.
Both of the lyrics die.
Sneaky boy. Only 4%.
Yeah, neither of them get it. It's a clear success. And Twist, desperation play through the smoke there, tries to find a timing. Crystal was actually blinded by Twist's flash, but it's not good. But oh, Plopsky through the smoke, evens the numbers, and that delays the plant. Now, Crystal fake taps it. That will alert them to Plopsky's position as he jumps through the smoke, and it's just a 1v1 situation. Styko has such low HP, has to be the instant headshot. Will he find it?
Oh.
Plopsky tagged down low. It's just who is the first? We'll see if either team is able to use that mid position, though, to the James IRL fullest effect. Would like to see it, though.
Not the turn.
Would like to see it.
These T rounds are hard to come by, it would appear, in overtime. For both teams. It's a great nade.
So is Modern going to be clipping through the yellow there if he backs up next to it and swivels?
I'm not sure.
I hope that's not in the game. I hope not.
We saw a bunch of spam kills last time.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm taking even more damage.
Look at this. There's just 3 people close to A site. This is like the slowest round I've seen this whole game.
1 minute left. Godsent really trying to play with the pace. Oleg will join the effort towards A. Bomb is there now as well, so they are looking to go for this A hit. They've got 30 seconds left to go. Perhaps they're trying to drain the utility of NIP before they go for this side hit, but there is still smokes available, and they will be tossed. That's going to create problems here for Godsent. But they will be able to spill out onto this A site here. Ooh, that's very fortunate for Frolic to be able to survive that sprayed out. Styko able to take down Hampus as well, and the action continues. Plopsky has been so damn good here for NIP, and Nork as well, able to get a couple kills off the back of the AWP. Styko now in desperation mode, trying to go for a plant. There's really no time. He has to have a hold from Crystal. Oh, Crystal keeps the plant alive, and it might just be a chance to turn this one around. Nork, last man standing with
Kevin.
That's how the first T round is achieved in overtime here.
Yeah.
It's taken 2 OTs for 1 T round. Well, there we got it.
That was intense. So intense. Oh my god. I can't believe they won that. If that's the round that like makes a difference,
Smoke to get up on the scaffolding.
it's earned. Ooh, the lurk not working out there for Maiden.
Seems like they send Modern a lot of these like individual like kill attempt sessions over at A. I've seen that a few times now. He must be pretty good at it, right? To allow them to do it in a match.
Yeah,
Because now it opens up room for these guys to get in mid, and they might get the ops scoped on one of the connector sides. So I see why they do it.
they can pause here as well if they want, actually. See if the CTs will try to make an info play into mid.
So my favorite would be to like smoke or off either of the sides of mid and like get a guy into the smoke and then go back to that site on the back end and put it.
There we go.
Yeah.
That works too.
Well, just the positioning win there. So,
what?
Farley, come on! My goodness gracious me.
Oh, and look at the money for NIP now.
Wow.
If they lose this, which they probably will, they are not going to be working with much in the following round.
That's the first time we see. If that's really truly the reason why, like how they set that up, he's to pull out to keep the CTs occupied so they can take mid for free. That may be one of the match-winning plays.
Yes, indeed. And now we have Godsent pushing up to that B stairs. Trying to get Lowe over here, but Plopsky,
He's so good.
he's too smart. He knows what you're doing. He's ready.
It always feels bad when Crystal goes down at the beginning of the round because I feel like he adds so much value to his teammates, especially. They are just lurking out everywhere.
Yeah, Godsent's going a little quicker on the flanks, and then Pyjamas actually punishing Godsent for it, sitting back and waiting.
Go here with the op. He has to get it done if his team wants a chance in this round. Smokes will come up to deny him this space. Well, actually, it'd be up to Zent. He's up close and personal. The spam's coming out, though. Can Zent find anything from this position? No, he'll just be spammed down. But Styko, quick scope through the smoke, does take down Rez. Still a 4.
Godsent and NIP. Like, I'm adding Godsent to the dark horse pick for this tournament now as well. Like, they are, at least on Vertigo, and from what I've seen so far, they have some good dark horse potential.
Yeah, they have an interesting level of prep work to their game. It's exciting to watch. And look at that, Styko playing so up close, takes down Twist. Good opening pick here.
Did he find the AK? I think he's still looking for it.
Yeah, he's still hanging around here for
He dropped his MP9.
oh no! Of this map worked out, that's for sure. They have the left-right smokes behind that A default and the usual Molotov. But an aggressive play here from Godsent would be stopped in its tracks by Twist. Nox still holding the angle. Okay, that smoke took a while to put out that molly, but it does go down. Modern now continuing to fight in this position as Styko finds a kill towards the A side of the map. And Zane, he wants to get aggressive in this smoke. This is so risky. Is it going to work out for him? It does! Catches Rez off guard, and all 3 of the NIP remaining players are right there around the corner. He manages to survive, though. And will he be able to escape? He does.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. NIP looking to find a way back into the round. They've got a minute to try to reset the situation and work out exactly what approach they want here. And it looks like they may be going back to the A side of the map. And with that forward position from Styko, he is well positioned to create some problems here. But who favors this angle more? Which plays are actually truly going to be successful moving forwards? Because it may have been successful a couple times already, but now the other team's kind of adapted to the stuff that you've been doing, and they just get strange.
It's like intra-match metagame.
Exactly. Yes, it's a good way to put it, actually. This is playing with the gap.
Oof.
Oh, doesn't get the better of that one. Oh, that needed to be a trade. That's a really key kill, not found by Godsent. And as that was going on, we get the walk into the B bomb sites coming from NIP. Crystal has an enormous degree of work to do, and he has very little space to play with, and he needs some teammates to play with as well. But currently he is alone. They know that he's here. How the hell does he deal with this one? Oh, he finds 2 somehow. That is insane that he gets...
On the back of that railing with the smoke in front of you while you're getting shot at. Props to Crystal.
Yeah. It's really true. A lot of pressure in that situation. You're alone as well. You think you know that they know you're there. Look at the desperate buy from Godsent. This is shaping up really well for NIP right now. Looking fantastic. Oh, the reloads!
Oh no.
Oh no, Twist. Oh, he whiffs the shot. The Deagle comes out. Uh-oh. Deagle needs to be reloaded, and out comes Deagle. Oh, it just barely nails it with the no scope. And that was the one way that Godsent could get into the round, and somehow they're unfortunate enough not to get the better of that one. The timing was insane. Twist like pulls off the angle. The reload comes in at the same time from Hampus. It's a perfect storm for Godsent, but still maybe not enough.
Yeah, just these slim margins. It does feel like it's going NIP's way. Will they be able to find a clean 3-0 start in this third overtime, though? The question still remains. Still some good utility on the side of NIP. They can get onto this bomb site safely. What will the return, what will the response be from Godsent? NIP, they're being very systematic about their approach. The smokes are there, they're able to isolate these fights.
A breath of fresh air. This long barn burner.
We're at like a point now where like everyone has 30 different frags or more or less. That's the territory we've moved into. So many rounds of CS. At any time here. Godsent. Can they get that 25th round? Can they end Vertigo? It seems endless at this point. These teams are very close. The individual performances, the clutches, is what it's repeatedly coming down to. Swing from Styko. Works out. The weaponry advantage really should carry them home here as they look to attack this A-bomb site. Oh, another big pick. Desperation now from NIP as they try to find a way back into this one. Plowski does find a trade and an upgrade, perhaps. Oh, it doesn't look accessible. He falls back. Search for. That's huge. Okay, Godsent might have some problems here.
There's no more smokes left. They don't have the util to get onto the site, but they might have the shots. Crystal takes down Plopsky, and now it's just Rez and Twist that remain. How will they play this? Both teams so neck and neck. Twist, though, with the